Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to a very somber Wrestling Days. The news is breaking through that the living legend Bruno Sammartino has passed away. I believe he was in his early 80s, and really the world has lost one of the, if not the greatest wrestlers of all time. Bruno Sammartino was someone that I really wanted to meet. He didn't really get like the fanfare and the acknowledgement that I feel that he really deserved. You're talking about the man that has held the WWE Championship for longer than anyone else ever has. His first reign, I believe, was close to 8 years in length, and it ran from the 60s through to the 70s. He was selling out Madison Square Garden like week after week after week. People just could not get enough of seeing Bruno Sammartino. And, you know, he was this big beast of a man, this absolutely huge guy. And, yeah, you know, he was just so just engaging with the crowd, and the crowd just invested in him, and he was like the Daniel Bryan of his day. But only huge. He was like the Brock Lesnar mixed with Daniel Bryan of his day. And as I said, you know, his first title run, like 8 years, was it, in length? It was something around that. And actually, when he lost the title at Madison Square Garden, he lost it to Ivan Koloff. And the crowd was so upset. People were visibly crying. People were shedding tears in the crowd. They couldn't afford to actually give the belt to Ivan Koloff there and then. There would have been a riot had Ivan had stood there and held that title up. The crowd would have rioted, so they couldn't do it. It was one of the most shocking moments in wrestling history when that first title run finally came to an end. I believe his second title run was like 3-4 years in length as well. As I said, 2 title runs this guy had with the top championship in the business at that time, and both of those runs lasted for about 11 years. I was desperate. I've got his figure. I was absolutely desperate to meet the man, the living legend. There you can see, I mean, his figure actually came with a Hall of Fame plaque. I believe it's the only Mattel figure that has come with a little Hall of Fame plaque, but that's because he's a legend. He's one of the all-time greats. He went in the Hall of Fame, I think it was 2013, the WWE Hall of Fame. They've also commissioned a statue of him. So, you know how you see like the Ultimate Warrior statue, and they did a Dusty Rhodes one, and there was a Ric Flair one. There's an Andre the Giant one. There is also a Bruno Sammartino statue. If you want to talk about the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, the name Bruno Sammartino is in the conversation as to who would go on that Mount Rushmore of wrestling. I cannot emphasize or even begin to convey just how much of an impact this man had on wrestling, just how much of a legend this man was. This isn't someone that was in the business for a couple of years, won a title, disappeared. Isn't this a shame? This is one of the all-time greats. This is Bruno Sammartino. This is hard to take. Triple H has already come out and sent a tweet saying that he's absolutely devastated. Seen the $1 Million Man sent out tweets. I mean, anyone that's anyone is going to be sending tweets out. This changes everything. You know, we were giddy about the Superstar shake-up and everything that had been happening around that. We've obviously got the greatest Royal Rumble coming up, but to be honest, I just personally don't care about any of it because my thoughts are with Bruno's family and friends. Decline in health seems to be the reason for Bruno's passing. He was in his early 80s, as we said, but as I said earlier, you know, thoughts go out to his friends and family and to the wrestling community. This is a huge loss, and it's hard to find the words. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below because, you know, if you haven't heard about Bruno, then I urge you check out some of his matches on the WWE network. Obviously they're 70s, 80s, there's no real high flying, if ever. It's a different style, it was a different world back then, but just to see how, you know, how passionate the crowd supported him, you know, it really was like Daniel Bryan. So yeah, if you haven't seen any Bruno matches, check them out. If you have, leave your stories, thoughts, memories in the comments below, because I really would genuinely enjoy reading them. Bruno is up there with my favourite wrestlers of all time. If you're talking about my favourite wrestlers of all time, you're talking Undertaker, you're talking Shawn Michaels, talking Bull Nakano, but you're talking Bruno Sammartino as well. So yeah, awful news. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you found the video informative. If you did, please give it a like, hit the subscribe, all of that good stuff, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.